everyone, I'm Heather with Swan Island Dahlias. Oh my goodness, do we have a heat wave coming? If you live in the Pacific Northwest, you have been hearing about it. We are expecting unbelievable temperatures for our area. Some of you already get these temperatures, so it might not sound a little crazy, but for our Pacific Northwest, it is going to be a cooker this weekend. So we right now are looking at about 106 to 111, and it possibly could be hotter for about a 3 to 4 days stretch, and then we're back into the 90s. So what does that mean for the fields? What does that mean for your dahlias? Water, water, water. We can't say it enough. Water is going to be the most important factor you can give your babies. We already are preparing. So right now we are watering every line, as you can see behind me, 2 hours at a time. We normally water 3 to 4 hours, but that is usually when our plants have a little deeper root system, and that's what we'll move to in about a month. At this point, it's really about making sure everybody gets water and that we're doing it often. So right now our sprinklers run. We're running, they're probably getting watered every day at this point. They're watering for 2 hours at a time. It's an oscillating 360-degree sprinkler. So it's putting a little bit of water on for a long period of time to make sure it gets deep enough. Roots at this point are probably 4 to 6 inches deep. So you want to make sure water is getting down 4 to 6 inches deep. Watering with a hose or a watering can is not going to benefit your plant. As we state in all of our growing material, it just doesn't work. So don't use a hand hose to water your plants. Don't use a watering can. Get a soaker hose, a drip system, or a sprinkler. They need water and they need it deep. And if you pour on or hold the hose for 30 seconds, it never gets deep enough and you really haven't done your dahlias any benefit. Don't depend on rain, and we're not getting any rain anytime soon. So it's really important that you increase your water to your plants. So we're gonna water for about 2 hours every day to get through this heat stroke. That's what everybody's gonna feel like, I'm sure. We wanna make sure that every plant has been watered well. But we're also going to try and hit all of our plants across the field in the afternoon with about an hour of overhead watering. We really feel that the overhead water in the afternoon when they're just cooking will help cool off the plant. So if you can at home, turn the sprinkler on in the afternoon and give them a little, even if it's only 15 minutes or a half an hour, it will cool your plants. Now you may see them droop a little during the day. That's okay as long as they recover overnight. That's just telling you they're reacting and they're wilting in the heat because it's so hot. Dahlias take time to adjust to temperature, so when we spike, you sometimes will see wilting. That's normal. That's just their natural response to telling you, oh my goodness, I'm cooking out here. As long as they recover and perk up overnight, they're just fine. But that could also mean that you're not giving them enough deep water. So be sure deep watering is happening, and I cannot stress it enough. Hand watering with a hose or a watering can is not enough. So make sure you put a drip system, a sprinkler, and we really feel like they need the sprinkler in the afternoon. So it will help cool them off. We do all of our watering by overhead and don't feel like it damages or creates any more fungus or disease or issues with pests. So don't be afraid to use a sprinkler. We really stress that if you are growing in containers, they're going to be very stressed. And we normally say 1 to 2 times a day for watering. You have no choice. It has to be 2+ times, probably 3 times a day. If your plants or pots are drying out drastically and then wetting down, that goes through a huge amount of stress on those plants and they struggle. You're also going to see all of your dahlias most likely slow down for a few days. When temperatures spike, they're just trying to survive. So they're going to do all they can to maintain and not overstress. It's really important, if you haven't fertilized, go ahead and do it. They're going to need food. Just like we need food and water during hot times, they need it too. So water is key. Fertilizer is the next key. Make sure you look at what we recommend because we really want to make sure that they get a little food and water. Very, very important. And you know, if you're cooking, they're cooking. So do them a little help by watering and fertilizing them. If you are able to cover or shade your plants in the afternoon heat, it's a great idea to do. Unfortunately, we don't have that option. 40 acres of dahlias, we don't have the option to shade, so we use overhead watering to help cool them. If you are in an area in your yard and you could put up a pop tent or an umbrella for a few hours in the afternoons this coming weekend, go for it. Or if you're in a hot climate and you have a hot streak, go ahead, put that umbrella up, give them a little shade. It won't hurt them. We don't want to shade them because we know that they don't grow in shade full time, but to get them through the little bit of streak, it won't hurt them a bit. So just remember, those dahlias need deep watering. Take care, and hope you all stay cool this weekend. Take care of yourself, but take care of your yards. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check us out on our social medias and follow us on YouTube. Take care and have a beautiful weekend. See you next week.